Welcome to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I'm, of course, Dr. Cush, along with my barback Kyle. I'm not a real doctor, but I did spend almost 2 decades running some of LA's best bars. After years of teaching classes and training bartenders, I want to demystify the cocktail world for you. Let's try a few new things as I open up my bar to everybody. Belly up, chat, and let's have a drink. All right, welcome everybody to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I am Dr. Cush. I figure, is there something else going on tonight? Is there a reason that nobody's here? Could it possibly be the largest presidential debate in the history of the United States? That could also be happening exactly as we're starting the show. I believe they pushed it back 7 minutes, so I got your undivided attention, hopefully, for 7 minutes. But in the meanwhile, we're going to do a pretty quick show so I can send everybody back off to watch the old guys yell at each other. We are here today in the middle of Summer of Punch to make punches. We're here to make punches. And today, a very simple one. Very nice, very easy. Sometimes a company will step right in. They will make a cocktail using their stuff, call it their thing, and that's kind of the end of it. This one is called the 1919 Daiquiri. In reality, it is just a very normal, very regular daiquiri. It is all the proportions of a daiquiri. The company that stepped in and named this one was these guys right here. This is the Angostura brand, Angostura bitters, Angostura rums, Trinidad rums, etc. We're not going to be using their rum, unfortunately. We're just going to add the bitters into a daiquiri. Is this a thing you need to be watching right now? Whilst we are debating whether or not we should be involved in NATO, not involved in NATO, whether or not... we don't do politics on this show. So hopefully you guys are also with me here, not doing politics. But if you are and watching back and forth, hey, you can use a drink. Let's get you one. We're going to do a daiquiri. Let me say hello to the 3 people that are here. Let me say hello, first of all, to Amy Beer. Hello. Hey, Amy Beer, good to see you. Paulie B is here. Wow. Well, that's not going to work. Wow. Biden's watching my phone right now. He shut down the soundboard. Too dangerous, he says. Too dangerous. Let me say hello to our good friend Moose. Moose probably, I doubt Moose is watching the presidents fight each other. Maybe he is. Let me say hello to our good friend, Shani Vanderbaker. Good evening. And just for good measure, let me say hello to Kyle. We are deep into this Summer of Punch, and this is a very simple way to make a punch. Now, we have made something very similar to this before called the Planter's Punch. People will say, they'll look me deep in my eyes. They'll say, sir, tears in their eyes. They'll say, sir, what's the difference between a Planter's Punch and a non-Planter's Punch? And a daiquiri with bitters. Proportions. That's set up like a joke. It's not a joke. It isn't a joke. That's the real thing. Also, a daiquiri normally will use a white rum. Now, when we make white rum daiquiris, let's do that again. When we make daiquiris on the show for things like when we were doing Rum Mondays, testing out new rums, we would throw whatever kind of rum we wanted in there. So we were breaking the daiquiri rule anyway. Well, we're breaking another daiquiri rule today. We're making a 1919 daiquiri by the Angostura Company. However, we are not going to be using their rum. I don't think I have any of their rum. Give me 1 second. I probably should have checked this before. Maybe I do have some of their rum. If we do, we'll use it. But if not, get over it. We're going to figure something else out. No, we don't have any of their rum. All right. That is fine. We will be using a fun rum, though. So nice and simple, guys. Whilst the rest of the country watches 2 people in suits yell at each other. We are going to be taking some of this. This right here is called, it's called rum. It's made of sugar, usually some molasses, sometimes cane juice, sometimes just regular old sugar. This right here, though, is from the Privateer International. This is a new American oak, 4 years, 2 months, blah, 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 rum, maiden voyage, etc., etc. This is a gift from my good friend, the Rum Champion. He gave this to me. All we're looking for in this 1919 version of the daiquiri is a rum that says something like, I'll read it to you again, New American Oak. New American Oak. We're looking for an aged rum, everybody. Find you an aged rum that looks at you like New Maiden looks at me. We want to add 2 ounces of an aged rum. Bonus points if you can make it a Trinidadian rum. But if you cannot make it a Trinidadian rum, be good. Be nice to yourself. Pat yourself on the back. Hey, I got you, pal. I know you don't have any Trinidadian rum. We know what you got. Rum. You have any kind of rum. That's what we want. 2 ounces of an aged rum. Doing great so far. I really think this is going to be our best show yet. And you know what? A lot of people are going to miss it. A lot of people are going to miss it because a bunch of old men with hair, different colors hair, but, you know, odd. Both of them have odd hair. And ties that are too long. They're going to be yelling at each other for a little bit. We're not going to be doing that. Instead, it'll be me talking to myself and kind of you. Fling. Lime. We need a lime. When we make a daiquiri, we need a lime. We are going to, we're going to take this embarrassing sticker off. Got it. We're going to go ahead and find this lime right here. Whoop. This line right there. And we're going to slice away. Slice her right down the middle. Nice and easy. We need 3/4 of an ounce. Oftentimes I feel that's for each one of these, I get 1/4 of an ounce. Is that just a feeling? That is just a major feeling. There is nothing backing that up. There is no science to prove whether or not each of these little slices gives me 1/4 of an ounce. There's no science behind that, but I like to think it. And you know what, guys? Sometimes that's the most important part of this. Sometimes we just need to go on our feelings. That's what we're doing today. No facts, only feelings. If you want, try and get about 3/4 of an ounce of lime, or just feel how much lime you want in there. Get your hands way deep into this. Squeeze it with your whole self. There we go. Just get your whole self in there. Squeeze this guy right here. See, this one's clearly different than this one. So these would give us different amounts of lime, obviously. So my whole feeling is probably wrong. Give this a big squeeze. There we go. Nice and simple. If you're just tuning in, I'm letting you know this is going to be a short show. I want you guys to get back to do your civic duty and give CNN money. It's important we pay CNN. They do a very, very important job of scaring us to death. No, thank you. Okay, we have this lime in here. We have some rum. What else do we need? 1 of sour, 2 of sweet. We need 2 of sweet, and I just made fresh from the bag simple syrup. Equal parts sugar to water. Better if you do it by weight. Fine if you do it by sight. Weird if you do it by smell. Really good, though, if you can do it by taste. I don't recommend that you make simple syrup in your mouth, switch around like this, and spit it out. I personally think that that's gross. We sometimes call that birdieing it. We don't want that. We don't want the entire contents of the simple syrup in our mouths before we use it in a drink. I don't believe I have to explain that to you, but here we are. We need 3/4 of an ounce of some simple syrup, just plain old, regular old 1-to-1 simple syrup. Plink. Throw that over there. Give that a little wiperoo. Put this back into our Frankie's Red Hot. Don't anybody say anything. Just read what's going on down here at the bottom. If you want, you can listen here. Let's do the whole. Maybe we can do the whole story real quick, just very, very quickly. This is where they're at, and then this is what they're doing. Shh. For those of you who just listened to this show, you're not going to know what's going on. We have a daiquiri ready to go. Easy daiquiri. Oh, 1 second. Saw your buddy Spikes Breezeway say that Cuban bartender in Havana, La Floridita, says you need to do fresh squeezed lime to get oils in the daiquiri. Do you agree? Absolutely, I agree. Wait, says you needed to do fresh squeezed limes to get the oils in the daiquiri. You agree? Yes. I agree. 100%. You need to have fresh squeezed limes in order to get the oils in the daiquiri. Are we saying we need to throw these in? Fine, we'll throw them in. We're going to take these. These are the spent limes. We're going to toss them right in there. Perfect. We're going to grab this guy. Now, this is what's technically in the summer of punch. We are going based on total technicalities. All right. We are trying to, what I'm trying to do is expand the punch pantheon. I want more punches to be seen as punches, more things to be seen as punches. I think that the moment we add any of this Angostura bitters, we could technically call this cocktail a punch. If you go into the doctor's and the doctor says, you're not allowed to drink anymore, except for punches. Well, do I have a good workaround for you? All you want to do is add just a little bit of Angostura right into this shaker thing. You'll have a punch. We're going to do 3 big dashes of Angostura bitters. It's a new bottle, so you got to shake it a little harder. We are making a distinction between hand squeezed, not pressed. I completely agree. Breezeway said that Cuban bartenders in Havana say you need to do fresh squeezed limes to get the oils. Yes. Hand squeezed. You do have to do it hand squeezed, and you also have to use fresh limes to make a daiquiri. We tried it on the show before to do super juice. Did not work. Super juice was great for other cocktails, was not great for the daiquiri. And thus, we have gone back to just using limes. At my store, they're 50 cents a piece. It's kind of an expensive drink, but we're okay. We're going to take a lot of ice, dump in a lot of ice. Mucho helado. I have a niece that is currently learning Spanish, so I have been trying my best to sneak in little Spanish words for her. I hablo un poquito español. Entonces, cuando ella quiere practicar, yo puedo ayudar. Anybody understand that? I don't think I did either. I just sort of blacked out. Give this a big old shake. Ready, 1, 2, 3. This is what's going on over on CNN. Everybody yelling at each other over there. Nobody's happy. Why can't we all just get together and barbecue and drink some drinks, have some fun, you know, talk it out. We're all cool here. Go ahead and grab this, pour it right into your very frosty glass. You're, of course, going to get this lovely color for a daiquiri. We love that pink look on the DAC. Usually means that we've done a little something to it, a little zhuzh. We've added a little ness to it. We're going to give this a... This is kind of a short show. We will still end up giving it a bit of a garnish. Oh, please don't slice your little fingies off. There we go. Throw this. Let's get this all lined up, win our awards. Put that right there, and boosh. It's a daiquiri. This is the 1919 daiquiri, sort of. Created by Angostura Bitters, sort of. It's a simple cocktail, guys. It's a very, very simple cocktail. I figured everybody else would have other things to do tonight, so we're just doing a short one. Great cocktail, great friends, great everybody. I did put in earlier today, like I said I would, the VIP entrance. Remember, if you guys want to show up a little early to the show, I would love that. We will put on the VIP entrance for you. You guys can pop in, watch the bar get set up just a touch. Maybe I'll say a few things. I like to have you guys here early. Just makes me, it just fills my heart. Anyway, that's what I got. Shawnee Panabaker says, ooh, thank you, Shawnee Panabaker. It's kind of an ooh, situation. Yes, nobody tell anything about what Bonbon's up to. Okay, let's drink this one, and let's get back to watching the future president of the United States yell at the future president of the United States. Cheers to you, cheers to you guys. When we start cocktailing, we start making cocktails at home. I always suggest to people, first thing you do, number one thing you do before you go out and buy whoozy what's its and digawidgets and flibberty flabbers, whatever kind of weird equipment you want to buy to make drinks better at your house. First thing you got to get better at is bitters. You got to understand bitters. Bittering a cocktail can take a normal cocktail, and I'm not saying the daiquiri's a normal cocktail. That's a great cocktail. Jennings Cox, daiquiris from the daiqui meaning strong and re meaning I am, or whatever the heck it means. Listen, you add a little bit of bitters to this thing, and it changes the entire flavor profile. A couple dashes can really change a cocktail up. That's important for us. So if you guys are wondering, what is the next thing? What's the next thing I need to do in order to get my cocktail game up? Go buy some bitters. Are we doing a Lucky Tiki get together? Yes. When are we doing that? Soon. What does that mean? I don't have any more details for you right now, but we will have more details in the future. That's what I got for you guys. Like I said, short class tonight, but you guys are the best. Who's joining me at Beachcombers Bash in Washington State Tiki event? Dang. I want to say we are. I don't know the answer to that, Bonbon. Please let us know the answer. I hope it's we are. I hope that's the answer. We will be back here on Saturday, everybody. We will have been rested. We will be bushy-tailed and bright-eyed, ready to go here on Saturday for a class on what? Punches. Stop it. You guys knew that. Kim K is wondering when, Bonbon. Kim K wants to go. That might be Kim Kardashian. You never know. It also might be another one. Short and good show. Thank you, Moose. Moose. Okay, that's all I got for you guys. I do have to get out of here. I am so very sorry, but go cheer on your favorite old white guy, and we will be back here on Saturday to hang out, drink some drinks, tell some stories, and remember, we are now letting people in. 10 people at most. I can only let 10 people in. So if you want to be let in early, come early. As always, you guys are the greatest. What do we always say when we say goodbye? We just say goodbye. We can just, honestly, we don't have to do a whole voice. We can just say goodbye. Let's try it. On three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Goodbye.